Mike, this is the very first time we've ever spoken. I will tell you that I've been super excited this morning to speak with you. Big fan of your work, man. Congratulations on everything, including Amsterdam.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I got to know, though, how was this described to you? How was this pitched to you? We'll break down the story here in a minute, but I have to know that.
David called me up and he said, I'm doing this movie and I'd like you to be in it. In my mind, just tell me when and what to wear. I'm already in. I think there's a humanity in David O. Russell's work. He's like, it's very interesting. There's a whole bunch of filmmakers out there that are kind of European, honestly. And whereas sometimes the Europeans don't allow you to access your character's emotions, it's all about accessing these people. You fall in love with these people. And I think that it's almost in that Hal Ashby way where you care about the people but there are messages in there. It's almost like Flintstones vitamins. You know, you're eating Barney and Dino and it's fun. You don't need to know what's good for you, but it's good for you. And I think he's managed to talk about a very, very sensitive topic in our culture right now, which is the rise of authoritarianism, by talking about a time when we had a choice and didn't choose. And for me to play a character, both my parents fought in World War II. My mom was in the Royal Air Force in England. My dad was in the Royal Engineers. When they talked at the dinner table, they talked about fighting the fascists, not the Germans, not the Italians, and the importance of that war. And, it's a very important thing. Once you lose democracy, it's very fragile, it's gone. And those are the more serious things. But for me, it feels more like, John David's relationship with Christian Bale and Margot. It feels more like a Paul Newman, Robert Redford relationship, you know what I mean? And it travels that lightly.
How long did it take you to perfect? Again, it's the first time we've spoken, but how long did it take you to perfect the British accent? You nailed it.
Thank you.
And I know you've done it with other characters, but Paul Canterbury, and as I'm watching you on screen, and I'm thinking, I need to ask him how long he took to perfect the British accent.
Well, being of British origin and a British citizen, it's very important to me that I try my very best with this Canadian accent to honor it. Because in England, your accent says so much about where you're from and your education status and all that. And so it was very important to me to play a civil servant. And England, one of the reasons that England was able to have a British Empire was that they have these people with plausible deniability that they're working for the British government. And it's like, to the world, they make glass eyes, but then they're called upon on Her Majesty's service to do this and that. And that world, because my mom had a top security clearance. She knew that the English, or the RAF were reading all of the Luftwaffe messages. I was watching TV with my mom, up in Toronto, and it says, and now it can be told that all of the Luftwaffe messages were being read at RAF Hornchurch. And my mom says, I can't believe they're telling you that. I said, you knew, you didn't tell me? She goes, I signed a piece of paper, Michael. She signed the War Secrets Act. She wouldn't even tell me. And that's the better generation. So I wanted to honor that better generation of people. And watching the passing of the Queen, it's been very emotional. I was gutted when the Queen passed away, because that's the values that my parents had. And I tried to channel all of that into Paul Canterbury. Was that too long an answer?
No, it's brilliant. I freaking love you, dude. Seriously,
okay,
man.
Thank you.
I can't wait to talk again down the road.
Yes,
Seriously,
please.
Mike, thank you. Thank you for everything today.
Thank you, sir.
And, you're the best. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
Thank you very much.